Hey guys, today I'm gonna make a beginner's guide on the warrior class. I think it's the same if you go the path of sword or the axe. At the beginning it doesn't matter that much. First is you have your skills. I would always play the nature's renewal and the shroom shield in the beginning because those are really good. They give you a lot of survival abilities. Same goes with the easy breezy or the take it slow if you want to decrease the attack speed of your enemy, like the slime, your biggest enemy in the PvE, or I think it's the snake, also your biggest enemy in the PvE, or like for crossbows. In the beginning, I also would use coin bomb, but you can switch it later on with smoke bomb or the wild gust. But I think bomb is better than wild gust. Then you also have maybe disarm if you want to use it in PvE, if you want to survive longer and to heal in this time your enemy is stunned. And like those things down here are in the maybe end mid game, late game. If you get lucky and get Blitz Assault, I would use it for the Shroom Shield in the beginning or the clone. You can use it in the PvE. I wouldn't use Blitz Assault in the PvE because the clone is better. Also, the first skill I would buy in the cross-server showdown for you is the 100 slashes. It's really good. I would use it most of the times in PvE and PvP. Same goes with the Whirly Snare. You can buy it in the Brawl shop. There's also the Draconic Resonance. It's I don't know how good I should say it is in the more in the late game when the targets have a lot of HP, like if you fight against a regen build, a really tanky build. And yeah, same goes with the Blade Pierce. It's really good against the tanks. Then we have the different pals. The toothpaste, you have the purple one here. Just to note, this red one I have here, you need to spend some money to get it, but it's worth it in my opinion. Then the slime is also really good to increase the skill regen to get skills faster. You have it here also in different rarities. So just use the highest one you have. Same goes with the Snow General, it decreases attack speed. I would use it if I have an PvE opponent which attacks really fast, or like an archer class, or against a one-shot mage build. It also could work. I never tried it out. Then we have the deer. That's really good for your class because you are also a little bit tanky. It reduces damage res. It's always really good to have some damage res. And then at the beginning, the dragon is good. You have some basic crit damage. In the later game, the treasure dragon would be used instead of that. And if you are lucky to get some of those here, the electric pop is really good, or the hipster tortoise also. And here you have also, if you play a region tank, you could use the Kung Fu Masters. It increases your regen a lot. Same goes to the snail if you want to decrease the enemy speed, like the slime or something like that in the PvE stage. A class which an enemy which walks in a long way, it slows it down really well. Combined together with the thorn thicket here in the skills, they are enorm slow and you have a lot of time to attack them before they attack you. Then the bird you could use when you play against the one-shot build, which kills you instantly to increase your attack speed, that you can pop your blitz assault or your skills to shield you, that you won't get killed instantly. Yeah, then we have the relicts. Here I would use either the bonded mask for crit rate or counter mask. Then here you use the Sunrise Caller Kite or Dragon Wave Circle if you use the treasure dragon and the turtle. This is also good because you have two of the three pulse it boosts. Then here I would use either the magic box or the metamorphic crystal. Here I would use the boost. Sorry, here I would use the cage statue. Here I would use the cage statue. It increases the effect of easy breezy, take it slow, and durian bomb. Maybe in the later game you want to increase your smoke bomb duration. With the time statue or stellar statue you want to increase your 100 slashes and whirly snare duration. This is really good in the end game. Then here you have some choices between. This one I would use in the PvE if you have your clone, or also in the PvP if you use the clone. Then most of the time I use this when I play the Blitz Assault, because that's mostly the only one which it boosts. But if you play one of those skills, you also could use this one because it increases the regen speed. Maybe it's good for the mage classes. Then here you have some different good ones. The Stone Rind Tomb is good for the PvP because it increases your resistances. That's really important. You also have the boss damage book for the PvE, or same for the immunity book, which gives you 3 seconds of immunity. That also can help you a lot if you are stuck and the boss kills you really fast. And in the middle you have I don't know how to call them, but in some way they are the big runes. They need those things here to be upgraded every 10th level. They have some different effects here. Most of the times I use the potent spore or the plumed spore. It depends if I need the damage stress or I just want to increase the effects of all, or if I want to increase the effects of all relicts by some percents. Like here I have 38. This one you could use for the dungeons if you run out of time and need more time, or also in the PvE if you need more time to kill the boss. It will increase it by some amount. Then we have the souls. I would level them. Oh, then we have the souls. Here I would level them depending on what you need, or maybe which one you got first in red. Important is the counter damage, also the crit damage if you play counter crit. Then you have the attack, defense, and the HP one. I would level up the HP one the most if you play not that aggressive. And if you play really aggressive, I would level up the attack more. And the defense one, I wouldn't level up that much, but somewhere a little bit lower than them. But I also would level it and not just let it be on one, because if you play a Warbringer, the damage scales with the defense and the defense scales with the damage. If you use your main skill of your class, then you also have the counter the crit res. This one is really important if you want to play against the archers with really high crit. And the basic attack damage, I wouldn't level this. Here I just have leveled it because of my artifact which I use here. It's it would be this one or this one. I have here this one because this is the only one you can get for free. So if you don't pay money, that's the only one you can acquire. Maybe if you have luck, you get another one. And here it increases basic attacks and combos and deals damage in AoE. So I leveled that a bit, but I wouldn't level it unless you have really a lot of those shards here to level them. Important is here like pal damage, you haven't this. If you start playing, you have maybe the red one and it's just counter damage. And you need to fuse them to get the pink ones. I also have a short tweet if you're interested how that works. And maybe the first one I would fuse is either the global, it's the global attack here or the global HP, because first the red ones, they give just bonus HP or bonus attack or bonus death, and it changes to global. But that's the important thing. They are the only ones that increase their stats they give. Those here, like crit damage bonus, the percent won't change even if it's pink. You just get skill crit damage. So you want that really fast if you are a mage. Same goes with the basic attack damage. Mage would want those skill damage. Then you have your back accessories. I would level all of them the same because if you level just one and level this 10 times and you would level those four each 2 times, this one would cost a lot more than if you level those fours 2 times, and you get a lot less stats than if you would level those fours 2 times. And as a warrior, it's really important this to reach this one. That gives a lot for you. This one is also okay, but not the best. But if you are a warrior, I would use it. Then the important ones for you, those notes, are the crit res, the counter damage. Here the crit damage, counter damage. Maybe if you want to reach an HP with each fifth counter attack, you can level that. If you want basic attack damage, you level this one. Then you have the important ones, the attack here, HP and defense. The defense gives the most stats of them, then the HP, and then the attack. So you can level the maybe defense a little bit less because they give way more. Like here, have it on 15 and I get 18,000% from this one, and max the attack and just get 8,000. And on those orange, you get the damage stresses like counter damage, the skill damage stress, and the combo damage stress. So if you want to have some of those are also really good, but I just would level them in the later game, and I would focus on the maybe first one this, because you get the crit damage here and the counter damage here, and when you have enough of the points, switch to here, grade it completely through, and grade up to here again. On the archer, you want to take this path for the crit damage bonus. Maybe if you build an anti-regen build, you would want to have the attack speed here. Then on the sorcery, this one is good to have. It increases the damage dealt, the attack, the more skills you use. You also have here the wound. It decreases the regen speed. So if you have an anti-tank build, an anti-regen build, you can use that because you have more chance to win that fight. On this way, you want to have the skill regen and the crit res, just the normal stats here, same with the archery. And on this, either if you have an anti-regen build, you want to get this one, or else you just take some resistances with you. Then morphs. The only one you can get for free is the blade pursuit. You can get it in the spinners here. So if you want to get it, save up 500 of those tokens, and then you can get it for 100%. Other good back accessories are the trapped wrath, the tiger. Also this one, the alien dimension, is good because it decreases the damage you take. The second one you can get for free is this in the rush shop, but I just to get it for the global attack because as a warrior you don't play evasion. Or maybe you get lucky in a spinner and get a good one without spending money. That also can happen. Here you just want to increase them from 81 to 91 and then from 91 to 110, and same with them all, because they get a different buff if you level them from 80 to 81 than if you would level them from 78 to 88. And here I would maybe focus either on the HP and then the second one basic attack and then the defense. Then you have the star array. Here I would choose the important is I messed it up a little bit. Just you should use one here, maybe the shield, and then you need passives with also like the shield. Those are some good ones for your class. You just can use one of those, like I have here on my Warbringer build. I use this one, which attacks my attack speed at the start of a battle. So maybe if I play against a one-shot build, I won't get one-shot. The releasing of the main active skill, the main passive skill, increases my crit rate. So when I activate this one, it triggers this one and this one. And this is also good for our class because it increases the counter damage. Then we have the avians. Important for our classes here is those purple ones. You want to have one of those with global counter damage. Then you want to have reflect counter damage on it, and the rage bonus here both in blue. And then you have one free. Maybe no speeding is good because it decreases the enemy skills at the beginning, or like in another one of the purple ones, or there are also like I need to search it, punch counter. So if you play a class that has a lot of HP like a tank class, this one punch counter is really good for you because it deals a lot of damage, because your counter strikes have a 50% chance to deal 0.5 damage, 0.5% of your current HP as damage. The higher the level your avian, the higher this number goes. Like in level 100 avian would have 1% of your current HP. And then if you play a class like a tank, you also want to have the crit res bonus on it, the regen, HP regen, and maybe again no speeding or something like that. Then we have the mounts. The empowerment is random. The best one for you is this one here. I got a little bit unlucky and have a lot of skill damage here. Then we have the different mounts here. A free one, I would say the best is the slime you can get. The cheetah is really good because of this 3 seconds death immunity. Maybe like if the tiger is okay in the beginning, or something like the sword. If you don't have a long of those Skyrider passes, you can play the sword in the beginning, or something like the buffle, the blue ox, which increases your damage stress and the crawl effects decrease by 30% is a good way to get. And then you also have some like Gator Menace. It's good if you have an anti-tank build, or same with the Panda attack. It gives you some debuff control, some control against immunity, like if you are stunned. Then you have the artifacts. You want to have either 2 crits and 4 counters, or swap it and have 4 crits and 2 counters. If you play maybe a tank build or something like that, you maybe want to have the counter or basic attack damage or crit res here. But on this one, you should take the counter damage. Then here you can choose between different dresses. I think the combo damage is the best. The crit damage I would choose. You also could choose the crit damage res, but the crit damage is, I think, way better if you just play an aggressive class. And then the def, HP, the HP and attack one you can't change. As for the stats here, I would focus on the global counter damage to get the highest quality as possible from them, like the pink one here. Yeah. You also can use those blocking and restore potions. You can save them and maybe to get the perfect one for your class. Then you have the prayer statue. Here I would go for 5 times global counter. Nothing else. No crit, no attack. Just the global counter. That's the best one for you. If you play a tank build, maybe 5 times the global HP. But most of the times it's the counter. Then that was everything to that class. If you have questions, feel free to ask in the comments. If you want to support me, leave a like on the video, subscribe to my channel. Till next time, bye.